Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel. What's going on? 69 Dart Man. How you doing, bro? How was your week? Man, it's time to start over and do it all again tomorrow. Monday. Yes. Guys, I want to talk about scams. I don't really think these are scams. Okay. Now I may come off as sounding a little biased because of the position I'm in. All right. In other words, when you make a profit off of something you're discussing, you might be the last one that person want to listen to. For instance, yes, I do profit off upselling uh services. Okay, I'm talking about car repairs, shops, added things. Okay, yes, a customer can come in for one thing and receive a list of a whole lot of other things that she may need that's determined by the mechanic that inspect the vehicle. All right, I do not technically call those scams. First of all, you need to have a clear understanding of what the word scam mean, okay, to yourself. I mean, educate yourself on what scam mean. Some people call every damn thing a scam. There ain't no damn scam, bro. Yeah, so but you need to work on yourself from that standpoint. But I don't think all shops are scams when it comes to upselling needed services. So let me throw that word out there, needed. Okay. Yes, there are some shops that will scam you. Don't get it twisted. There are some out there will scam you, but needed upsells are things that mechanics look over. Just say you come in for a check in the light, you got a misfire, you need spark plugs, tune-ups. Yes, that mechanic's gonna look your car over and determine if there anything else you need. And he's not doing it just because he like doing it or it's fun. No, that's literally his job. There are mechanics out there that are getting fired because they're not doing the job of upselling needed repairs. I need to highlight that word needed. Yes, they're not looking the car over and they're not upselling brakes when the brakes are eventually low. Remember, guys, there's a downside to not letting a customer know of a repair that they may need. For instance, if she come in and get an oil change and she leave out and crash because her brakes are low, first thing she gonna yell out, I was just at the shop getting an oil change. They didn't say nothing about my brakes. So yeah, that shop can be potentially be liable for that accident. I mean, they should have caught that, even though they only did the oil change. That's why mechanics get fired for not looking cars over. It can become a liability issue. All right. So look, I want to play. I'm already late, so I want to play Muffler Bears. What's up, Papa Hobby? I want to play a little video clip. We're gonna jump in and talk about some service that actually may be freaking needed. Again, guys, everything is not freaking scam. All right.
And let's take a closer look at some of the most common vehicle repair upsells to be aware of. The top of the list, some experts say, is new brakes. If a trusted mechanic recommends brakes, do not question it. But if you're dealing with a new one, get a second opinion. Timing belts are another typical upsell. They're critical, but usually don't need to be replaced until 50,000 miles. And if it's recommended before the manufacturer's schedule, ask why, and be aware of flushes and transmission service recommendations. Unless there's a specific problem, experts say they're probably not necessary until at least 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, 100,000 miles for a trans service. Some of these transmissions now are essentially dubbed feel for life. So I mean, you got to be careful from that standpoint. Jacob Parker. I didn't know a lot of those guys. I saw that clip you sent me or that information you sent me. I didn't know a lot of I didn't get into the political side of the thing of this until late in the game. So Carlos Tavares is the only head that I'm aware of from a name standpoint. Again, I didn't jump into the politics of the auto repair industry until I started doing YouTube. Okay. Y'all know when we get a job, we just focus on doing a job. We don't look at the bigger picture. There's a bigger picture to everything we do, guys. And especially from a shop standpoint. I mean, you need to be aware of who's running the show, the big show, not your immediate dealership, but the big show, the CEO of the whole corporation that the vehicles that you're selling. For instance, Stellantis. Okay. Yeah. If I work at a facility that sells predominantly Stellantis vehicles, I need to be aware of the politics behind it, who's running the show, what they doing, what's their immediate plans. Okay. So yeah, I didn't really get deep off into that until I started doing YouTube. So I got a lot of catching up to do, Jacob. Give me a break, dude. Hey, let's talk real quick. Which services department upsells are worth it? Okay. Now I got this piece of information from Car and Driver. That's a reputable, uh, company. You know, online, news organization, I guess you can call it. Coolant flush happened to be one on their list because a cooling system incorporates so many dismal metals. The coolant eventually turns into electrolyte and erodes the system from inside out. Do a flush every 2 or 3 years, or as recommended in your owner's manual. That's one of the things that people will dub a scam. They come in for a water pump. We must, when I say must, we is mandatory that we sell a coolant flush on every water pump job, on every oil cooler. Y'all know Chrysler, Stellantis got a problem with the oil coolers. Everyone we do, we have to upsell. In fact, the service advisor have to sell it even if we don't mention it. Okay, they could have just had a coolant flush 2 weeks ago. All right. So this is one of those things. So this is not, in my opinion, considered a scam upsell. All right. Again, what I say may come off as sounding biased. So forgive me. Air filter replacement. You come in for an oil change, you think God trying to scam you because he recommend you replace your dirty air filter. If SS is easy, do it yourself. There you go. You can always say no. This the thing is, all right. So if you think it's a scam, just say no and do it your freaking self. Paint sealer. When did they start upselling paint sealer? It's called wax, and it costs less than $10. Okay, I'm not aware of that. Rust proofing. The widespread use of two-sided galvanized steel has made this a thing of the past. People who live on dirt roads should have it done. Man, I haven't did that in a long time. Nitrogen in tires. Ladies and gentlemen, is that considered a scam? I don't know about that one, dog. Hey, I ain't gonna try to defend that one, but I'm just saying we got a nitrogen machine that put the stuff in the tires. Okay, the air we breathe is already 78% nitrogen. The small benefits attributable to nudging that number slightly higher don't warrant the cost. What is the cost? What is the average shop charge to nitrogize? That's not even a word. Put nitrogen in your car. Okay. If your brakes go out, it's not because your pads are low. Yeah. Well, right. Okay. I mean, perhaps it all depends. Papa Hobby. Can someone say no on a coolant flush if they get a water pump? Sure, they absolutely can. I mean, you can decline anything somebody recommend you. Now, it's the service advisor job. He looks like a little punk. I mean, he literally, we the mechanics, man, you little punk. You couldn't sell a damn coolant flush? Dog, she ain't got the money. Mechanics don't care. Mechanics will call you all kinds of names in the world if you don't sell what they recommend. Like, bro, she ain't got it. She ain't got it. What am I supposed to do? She only got enough. This is when the word prioritize come into play. All right. Some customer, lady called me all the time when she at the shop and they telling her these long list of things. I said, ma'am, you need to prioritize what they're telling you. Okay. If your water pump making noise and it could fail and render you stranded, yes, get the water pump done. Decline everything else. But that looks bad, you know what I'm saying, when you know, and in some cases, like mechanics are not, you know, douchebags. They're gonna put coolant back in your car. Every mechanic got 5 extra jugs of coolant laying around their table. Okay, so yeah, sometimes they'll be nice and do it for you, but uh the nitrogen thing, I'm not gonna try to defend that one. Okay, it just I can't. All right, my old work van, they made me drive it till it was wasted. Everything in the system. It needed the front rotors, pads, master cylinder, rear shoes. Damn, I finally got pissed and what you do and told them it wasn't safe to drive. I told them when the front rotors got noisy and went metal to metal. Man, bro, you need to park that thing until that thing gets fixed. Fuel injection flush. Is that a scam? Absolutely not. Depend on the mileage and what you're trying to accomplish. Like if you're getting tune up, you got to come in with a coupon for a tune up, 6-cylinder tune up. Yes, you may get a recommendation to also get your fuel injectors flush. This service is only necessary if you're having problems with rough idle. It's not only necessary for that. Make sure to shop clean your car's throttle body too. In the meantime, keep your system clear by using gas from top tier company. Their fuel contains detergent to prevent buildup, and by pouring a bottle of injector cleaner into your tank twice a year. Okay, interesting point they make. All right, so I don't know. I think that was it. But yeah, guys, upsells and maintenance is not a freaking scam. Okay, again, don't get it twisted. Some shops will try to scam you. All right, big time. Uh, will the water pump still be under warranty? Oh, good question. I've never been asked that. If we sell a water pump and they decline the coolant flush, and we'll just say the water pump failed, will they cover it? We'll have no way of proving. Like the mechanics' hands are tied. If a car come back that just had a water pump done, I don't know, 3 months ago, and she didn't have enough money for the coolant flush, so the mechanic went in with water. Coolant has things in it that prevent water pump bearings from failing prematurely. Rust inhibitors, lubricant. Coolant have lubricant in it. Coolants have all kinds of goodies in it. The good coolant, the Mopar coolant, has the good stuff in it that's intended to help prolong the life of your water pump. So, say for instance, you decline, don't get that done, is that water pump still covered? The mechanic just going, hey man, it's bad again. We got to do another one. So it becomes an upper head guy. It's called because the mechanics only in the shop to fix cars. That's all we care about. All right. Then we're gonna get paid again, and it's probably easy. Yeah, they don't really want to lose that, so they ain't. Shh, I know. When I pulled it off, a whole bunch of water came out, but it pay an hour and a half and only take 10 minutes. So we're gonna do it this time, man. Don't do that shit again. Don't. Yeah. So it all depends on the politics side of it. All right. And told them it wasn't worth it. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Park that truck until it get fixed. They have to cut coolant in the car after a water pump. They have to put coolant in the car. Yeah, you're supposed to. You must. You damn sure right. You definitely supposed to put coolant in your car when you get the water pump done. They pay more than the vans was worth to have the system completely rebuilt. Yep. Well, somebody got to make a call on that one, bro. That is crazy. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I know I started late, but we're gonna chop it up some more. You can buy a water pump lubricant if you want to not run antifreeze. Yeah. Now, antifreeze, the name implies, right? Anti-freeze. You not if it's freezing cold outside, you might want to go in with some anti-freeze. All right. Now, in summertime, yeah, there are some more additives out there you can add to your cooling system that will keep it running efficient until you can afford, say, a coolant flush. But if it's freezing outside, you don't want water in your cooling system because the water will freeze. All right. So yeah, be mindful of that. The time of the year matters. If a mechanic put water in a car when it needs coolant, that mechanic should lose his job. Wow. Well, what again? What if she declined? Now, when you do a water pump, you're gonna lose a lot of coolant. Some guys drain the radiator. Some guys don't. Some guys take the water pump off and splash with a bucket under there, of course. So they catch all the old. I have refrained from dealing with that little black cap on the radiator. I've never had luck with those. Every time I open one, when I go to close it, it never seals again. So I tried my best not to ever mess with those again. So I'm pulling something off, the water pump hose or something. If I'm doing a cooling repair, I'm draining the coolant through whatever item I'm replacing. I try my best to avoid that black radiator drain cock. Yeah, it's no fun at all. It never seals back up for me for some reason. I never understood that. So yeah, now he can be a wise guy if you drain it in a clean container and put the coolant back in it. But uh, yeah, damn, Pop Hobby said he should lose his freaking job. Antifreeze also raises the boiling point. Man, I never thought about that. Wow. Interesting. Any garage should automatic know in price you need to add gallon. So they should factor it in, is what you're telling me. Yeah. But it depends on the breakdown on the paper, Pop. Like you'll have a water pump right here and you'll have the amount. Now you tell me maybe they can squeeze 40 or $50, whatever antifreeze is in that estimate, but then they're going to have a spot for the name of the part. So you had a water pump, $200, right below it, antifreeze, $40. I don't want the antifreeze. I told you all I got is $200. What y'all want me to do? Man, we got to put coolant in it. So, like I say, the advisor may come out and put a bug in the mechanic ear. Man, go ahead and find her some coolant. She gonna come back when she get paid, whatever the case may be. A garage already make. Yeah, it's called padding the estimate. Every shop do it, every advisor do it, every guy do it. So if they already got the estimate padded, then yeah, it should be factored in. But every shop different. Okay, so all right, that's my cue, guys. I gotta get out of here. I got some more videos to edit and upload. I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy JT the Car Guy. Let me get out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend.